Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I got this peachy monochromatic makeup look. It's so perfect during those spring and summer months, and I just think it looks really glam and feminine, yet super easy to achieve. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. So first I am going to go in with contour. Yes, you heard that right. I am contouring before my foundation today. I know this is different from my typical makeup routine, but recently I saw Scott Barnes do a video with Tati Westbrook, and as you all might know, Scott Barnes is J-Lo's makeup artist. He is absolutely amazing, and you really should check him out if you haven't already. I promise you're missing out if you don't already watch his videos, because he is a true artist, and honestly, I feel so inspired every time I watch him. So one of the techniques that he mentioned was applying contour before doing foundation, and I just thought this was absolutely genius. So of course I had to apply it in my own makeup routine, and I'm so glad that I did because I really loved the finish. I felt like it looked really natural and everything blended together really seamlessly. So yeah, I definitely recommend trying out this technique. Next, I'm going in with foundation, and this is the Hourglass foundation stick, and I'm using the shade Buff and Warm Beige mixed together to get the perfect color, and I'm applying that with my flat top kabuki brush and a little bit of a oil. I feel like if you add facial oil, just a couple drops to your brush, then it helps kind of add a little bit more hydration and blend everything out a little bit better. If you have more normal to dry skin like me, then I recommend using the oil. If you have more oily skin, then you can skip that step, but it seems to work really well for me when I'm using cream stick foundations. And I'm using a brush rather than a sponge because I feel like when you use a sponge with a cream stick foundation, it tends to look more cakey, so it just gives a nicer finish. Next, I'm going in with my beloved Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I believe this is the shade Light Sand. Yes, I know we have probably all heard of Tarte Shape Tape plenty by now because it's one of those things that kind of swept over the beauty community and took over. And it has for good reason because it is such a good product. I personally really love it. I use it all the time. But if you're not a full coverage type of person, or you're not going for a more full coverage look, then you probably won't like this product. That's just my honest opinion because I feel like it is a bit heavy, but it is really, really beautiful. So if you want something a bit lighter, then I definitely recommend trying out the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. I used to use that a lot before Tarte Shape Tape came out, and I still revert back to it whenever I'm having a more natural makeup day, but I do love both concealers very much for different occasions. And right now I'm applying my Marc Jacobs Dewdrops Coconut Gel Highlighter with a Real Techniques beauty sponge. You can use your beauty blender, Real Techniques sponge, whatever sponge you have, and I'm just putting that all over my cheekbones, my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, tip of my nose, and my chin. Oh, and my cupid's bow as well, almost forgot. And as an eyeshadow base, I'm applying Soft Ochre by MAC with a Real Techniques brush, and I'm just putting that all over my lid, all the way up to my brow bone. And once I've applied my base, I'm now going back in with more of that gel highlighter from Marc Jacobs on my beauty sponge, and I'm blending that on my brow bone for a little bit of a brow bone highlight. And then I'm taking my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder just to set under my eyes where I have my cream concealer, and this will help from creasing. And I'm also setting my smile lines and anywhere else on the face with any excess powder. I really like this a little bit more than the original translucent powder that you hear everybody rave about because I feel like it's much more finely milled and it's a lot lighter, so it feels less cakey, especially for someone like me personally where I struggle more with dryness. If you have more oily skin, then maybe continue to use the original Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I'm brushing that away with my e.l.f. blush brush. And since I'm doing a peach makeup look today, of course I am going in with my Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes eyeshadow palette. And for my crease color, I'm going in with Peaches and Cream, Peach Tea, and just a little bit of Just Peachy. And I'm using a soft blending brush that I have from Laura Mercier. You can use any blending brush that you like for this step, but I really like this one because it has really, really soft bristles and it just gives a really nicely blended look. and I'm doing circular motions and then windshield wiper motions. Now using one of my Morphe times Jaclyn Hill collab makeup blending brushes, I am applying a little bit more of just Peachy with just a tiny bit of peach punch and some peach cobbler. I know that's a lot of peach words, but yeah, into my crease and blending that out. Now using a Morphe M433 brush, I'm packing on some of those darker shades that we already applied into our crease on my lid, while also adding a little bit of the color Fresh Picked. Now using a flat shader brush that I got from Sephora many years ago. I don't know the exact name of this brush, but you can use any lid brush that you like for this step. I'm applying peach punch to my lid, and I am doing that in steps and building it up because I don't want it to look patchy. Then I'm going back in again with that same Laura Mercier crease brush just to blend a little bit more color into the lid again, because I feel like sometimes the lid and outer corner can get a little bit lost in the process of doing the lid color. And I am also using the M433 brush from Morphe to apply more of the darker shades again to my outer corner. And I am also adding just a tiny bit of peach tart to that as well. Next, going in with my Sigma E15 flat definer brush, I'm applying some of peach tart and chocolate dipped underneath my eye, and this is going to give me sort of a soft brown eyeliner look, and it's not going to look very harsh. It's just kind of a soft, smoky, blown out look. And I'm not taking it all the way across the eye because I don't want my eyes to appear super large, so I'm just taking it a little more than halfway, and then I'm using a blending brush to buff that out with the same colors that I used in my crease. Once I've done that, I'm going back in again with the Sigma flat definer brush and more of those brown shades in the palette, and just cleaning up that line I created, because again, I feel like it gets a bit lost in the process and I want to make it look a little more sharp. And then I'm applying that to my lid as well for a soft eyeliner look. And taking that peach meringue shade, I am highlighting my brow bone and inner corner. And I am using another Jaclyn Hill brush for the inner corner. And then I am applying false lashes. You do not have to apply false lashes, but I feel like lashes dramatically change a look and just make everything look really more glam. So of course I'm applying false lashes because I love them, and these are SlayLa by Flutter lashes. Because I want my eyes to look more awake, I'm using a nude pencil on my waterline. You can use any nude pencil for this. I'm just using one that I have from MAC. I believe it's a concealer pencil. And now I'm applying some mascara to my lower lashes. For contour, I'm using the Tarte times Makeup SlayLa contour kit, and I'm taking the lighter brown shade in this palette as well as my angled MAC brush to apply it. And I'm just going to chisel out my cheekbones for a more structured look, and then I'm taking that down my jawline as well. And now I'm going in with my Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer Coconut Perfect Tan in the shade Tan-Tastic. And I'm using a fluffy brush from Morphe. I don't remember the number on this brush, but any fluffy brush will do. And I'm applying that also on my neck just to make my neck and my face match. And then I am using a angled brush that's pretty dense and some Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. You can use any powder again for this, but I'm just going to apply that on my outer corners where my shadow is, because this is going to kind of make it look a little bit cleaner. It's kind of like the tape trick, except you don't have to peel anything off and it's much softer. The blush that I just applied is MAC Peaches, of course, because this is a peach makeup look. And then Peach Glow Highlighter by Laura Geller using a damp sponge. Because I'm filming, I used my MAC Fix Plus spray to dampen my sponge, but you can dampen it under the sink or just use whatever spray you have. That's totally fine. I usually like more of a gold highlight, but I actually really like this pink highlighter. Yeah, you see that? And I am taking a small pencil brush and applying that to my nose, because if we go in there with a wet sponge, it is gonna look a hot mess, and we don't want that. And then I'm applying it to my brow bone and then setting my face with some Morphe setting spray. Now I'm taking the MAC Spice lip pencil and I'm just going to line my lips with that. I like to shade the outer corners as well, and sometimes I draw a line down the middle, not always, and that just gives me a nice kind of base for my lipstick. These are the two shades I'm going to use from Colourpop, and the first one is Button, and I'm just going to apply that all over my lips. It's nice and peachy, kind of corally. And then I'm taking Skimpy, which is more of a gloss. I ended up changing my mind as I applied it, and then went in with some Dose of Color Sand to make it a little less glossy and also for a more ombre effect. And then I'm taking a spray that I got from Sephora. It's kind of like a body mist glow oil or glow spray, whatever you call it. And I'm just applying that all over. Unfortunately, they discontinued this. I didn't realize that as I was making the video, so I'm really sorry, but you can use pretty much any kind of glow oil, glow spray, whatever you have, and or even just highlighter. I mean, I applied highlighter afterwards just to intensify it. If you want a really intense look, then combine the two together. And I just like the look of the kind of cohesiveness of the face being glowy as well as the body, and it all just matching. And that is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this peachy monochromatic glam makeup look. If you do end up recreating this look, then please let me know in the comments below, because I would love to know. Or just leave a comment letting me know what kind of makeup looks you would like to see in the future. I would love to get you guys' suggestions and feedback. It's always very helpful, and that way I can create exactly what it is that you want to see in my videos. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and also make sure to subscribe to my channel as well as click on the notification bell. That way you get notified every time that I upload new videos and you don't miss out. I know I've been a little bit MIA recently, and I really appreciate the push that some of you guys have given me to get back on here and keep creating more videos, and I know I needed it, so thank you. And also thank you for every comment, like anytime you guys show love and support. It means so much to me, and I am so excited to create more content for you guys and put out some new videos. So stay tuned, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye.